These are the 20 most ridiculous moments in football.
Por el final. ¿Qué mira, bobo? ¿Qué mira, bobo? Anda para allá, bobo. Anda para allá. Tranquilo.
And for 20, see, Gary Lineker was one guy every true fan of football wanted to see on the pitch. I mean, he always means business, and having him on your squad gives the team some really great confidence. But this?
Hitting long balls out of his own defense where you'd be fine.
Man, this dude turned an entire stadium into a public toilet. And worse, he wiped his butt with his hands? That's gross, bruh. Show some respect. But this had nothing to do with entertainment. Trust me, this guy took a beating behind the cam. But no one's talking about Diana Ross's epic penalty back in USA '94. Well, this is what happens when entertainment meets football. But that wasn't as ridiculous as number 17, cause Neymar took the worst penalty of his career. Well, at least Neymar made an attempt, but Wayne Rooney?
Firstly. Oh, it does.
What a disaster. But if you think missing a penalty in a controversial match is ridiculous, then you gotta check this out. A sportscaster was whacked so hard that she even became breaking news.
Erfolgreicher als Louis van Gaal. Simon Südel hat ihn am Mikrofon.
But that was just the beginning of the story, cause at the end, it felt like one of those fairy tale stories as she received some happily ever after souvenirs.
With a whole bunch of flowers and a little like a helmet, kind of this to say, I'm really sorry.
A helmet to wear?
Yeah, kind of a helmet.
Well, she didn't see that coming, but neither did this guy. See, it was a competition to secure a spot in the Qatar 2022 World Cup, a battle between Canada and Haiti. The atmosphere was tense, and fans were on the edge of their seats. But this guy, he made it way too easy for the Canadian, and it was the end of the road for Haiti.
Two center backs being good tonight for Haiti. Oh no, look out! What a mistake! Can you believe that happened? Oh my!
At least he tried to salvage the moment, cause at number 13, this guy decided to surprise himself and his keeper. Yeah, that goal was ridiculous, but it still doesn't top number 12, cause man, I gotta come clean. You can't watch this video and still be having a bad day.
Do you like this part of your job?
No. But it's part of my job.
That's how he became the special one, and that's why he hates his job. And, I bet you didn't know that press conferences are also not a part of his job.
Questions? No?
Good. Bye, guys.
But hey buddy, we're hitting the top 10 now, and we've got some insanely ridiculous moments coming up. And at number 10, we've got you subscribing to the channel and hitting the like button. Speaking about managers who love their jobs, I bet Louis van Gaal tops them all. See, players dive inside the box or any part of the field to get a penalty or some form of an advantage. So it's only normal. In fact, the former United manager took out time to educate his boys about how to do the diving trick. But at one point, he got pissed at Mike Dean and decided to recreate the diving scene with this epic move.
Getting a great cheer, Louis van Gaal.
A grown-ass man trying to pull off a stunt is just crazy. But we gotta talk about this hairy guy who's got 5-star skill moves and attracts the ladies. But first, he had to put on some costumes to get into character. It was showtime, and the homeless man hit the streets. People, you look crazy to me, man. But after messing around for a while, everyone was stunned to see the man behind the mask. The Sioux Master. That was one hell of a show, but that's nothing compared to what happened at number 8. Once upon a time, Fernando Torres led Chelsea's offensive play. He was the driving force of the team and scored many goals in his career for the Blues. But something quite strange happened in a Premier League clash against Manchester United. Torres had scored the first goal for his team, and things looked a little under control. But in the second half, he collapsed under pressure.
Through the middle, great chance, Torres.
But that isn't even close to the most ridiculous goal celebration in football history. See, scoring in any game is great, but scoring against your former team? That's just something really special. While many players don't react to anything due to the emotional attachment fans have for them, Adebayor isn't just many players. He did the exact opposite. After finding the back of the net, the Togolese international ran the full length of the pitch just to celebrate against the fans of his former club.
Off to celebrate like never before.
That's pretty much a bold move, and the crowd was absolutely furious. I get it, man. We all lose our cool sometimes and just want to let it all out. But when you do, just make sure not to put other people's lives in danger like this dude at number 6. Germany was set to battle France in the group stage of the European Championship. Benzema and Mbappe were ready to rumble, but before the game started, a giant man-bird flew right into the stadium. Well, at least no one was hurt, but the same can't be said of number 5. Of course, we know the value a country has in the heart of any player, but it was back in the 2018 World Cup, and Belgium was up against England. And this was the most crucial goal for them in that match. After Januzaj had scored an absolute stunner, every Belgian player and fan started celebrating. Batman felt it was all a dream, and went ahead to first shoot himself in the face just to make sure it wasn't. Ouch, that hurts. But that's nothing compared to what was about to happen. It was the FIFA Women's World Cup final, and Spain was pitted against England. Both countries had been impressive in the build-up to the World Cup, and now was the time to determine a winner. But at the 24th minute, some crazy anti-Putin protester dashed in. Needless to say, the game was interrupted, and the girls were terribly pissed. But they are not as pissed as Liverpool fans. Imagine someone telling everyone not to do something, but then accidentally doing that exact thing themselves. So just a few weeks before giving a big speech where he tells his team not to let it slip, and then he slips up, costing them the title.
By a mile.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, given away, here's Demba Ba! It's 1-on-1! Demba Ba for Chelsea, scored!
At least Gerrard disappointed just his team. But this next player's action made him an enemy to an entire country. It was the quarterfinal game of the FIFA World Cup in 1986 between England and Argentina, and this clash featured two countries which just 4 years prior were at war. So both sides obviously meant business. Argentina was set for the showdown as they featured the talisman of the squad, Diego Maradona, who was arguably the best player in the world at the time. With the score still tied at 0-0 in the 51st minute, the street-smart Maradona ran towards the England custodian, Peter Shilton, to challenge the flying ball. Maradona pulled a shocker as he stylishly hit the ball into the net with a slightly outstretched arm. But you know what they say about the apple not falling far from the tree. So Kylian Mbappe has always looked up to Maradona as a mentor and father, and continued to enjoy the love and support of football fans around the world until something happened. In a game against Stade Reims, opportunistic Mbappe was up to do just about anything to score a goal. Taking inspiration from his mentor, who got away with his infamous stunt, Mbappe fell over a player as he reached out his left hand to knock the ball into an empty net. Sorry, buddy. No one gets to pull the Maradona stunt except the GOAT himself. But things are about to get crazy, and football really isn't what you think it is. Players getting robbed at gunpoint, becoming targets of assault, and even taking to suicide as a way out of trouble. I know this sounds pretty unreal to you, but you gotta click this video to see things for yourself.